Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Turtles of Greyskull Mutated Raman. This, of course, is brought to us by the fine folks over at Mattel. And much like the rest of Wave 2 that preceded him, my good buddy Evil Villain was nice enough to hook me up with this guy in a trade. We did, well, not recently, because I think I sent him my half of the trade a long time ago, but for whatever reason, Big Bad Toy Store didn't get a lot of this second wave in initially. I think he just got like one shredder and was sitting on it forever, so, kind of weird how that works, because whenever I pre-order something, they all come in. That said, my DC Multiverse Plastic Man Collect-A-Build wave only got 3 of the 4. And ironically, the 4th figure that didn't come in is John Stewart, which is probably the least desirable of that whole wave, so that's kind of funny. That said, I think I could put that son of a bitch together, even though I don't have all 4 of them. Funny how that works. Could save myself 25 bucks, but, you know, that'd be smart. And, I don't show self-control like my good buddy Evil Villain, who I'll leave a link in the description below to his Instagram. Get head on over there, give him a follow, let him know I sent you, and all that jazz. How was that for a segue? Like to see you pull that off, you son of a bitch. You know who you are. Either way, before I get too far ahead of myself here, why don't we cut right to the chase, get into meat and taters of this review, and take a look see at all Ram Man has to offer in terms of accessories. He's got the same goddamn axis he always has, and it just makes me sad, because Ram Man always gets the short end of the stick with sucky figures. You know, the Origins one sucked, I don't care. The Vintage one sucked, I don't care. The 2000X one looked cool, but pretty much just like the old one. The Masterverse one had shitty-ass condom legs, and the Classics one is awesome. I have it, but it's expensive as hell. That said, news to me, you can actually combine these weapons like that and give him a double axe weapon. I didn't know this before because I'm a dumbass, so, you know, there you go. Take them apart, have them hold them individually, which is what I prefer to do at the end of the day. And not for nothing, but like the 5th time around, this axe still has a bunch of flashing and shit on it. Not a fan of that. It said he does come with the mini comic and the pamphlet. In case you don't know, your ass from all on the ground. Then there's cross-sell on the back. You can look at all the figures there. Reviewing all these sons of bitches. How about that? I went from not wanting any of these to getting all of them and reviewing them all in about a week's time. So, ha-ha, 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 ha-ha. Take a closer look at Ram Man here. He utilizes the Ram Man arms, of course. So they got like no definition to them, which kind of sucks because we got the big roided out muscly arms with Mutant He-Man, and I think those will look much better on this guy because he's got fully sculpted legs with his ribbed tube pants there. He's got his little fuzzy goat legs from the boot cut down. And then I guess he's not wearing a shirt. He's like shirtless, which kind of sucks because if you buy that Masters of WWE Eternia Andre the Giant for a shitload of money, you could probably make a traditional looking Ram Man out of this guy. But you need the Earthquake figure from the WWF Superstars line. The also, the hell was that? Also utilize these Origins parts, and you could make a really nice Origins Ram Man out of it. That said, I'm hoping Mattel just gives us that, because the Origins Ram Man we got fucking sucks. I'm sorry, but it's ass. And I don't know why that was 20 bucks and this guy is less. Yeah, at the time the deluxe one was 20 bucks, but now it'd be like 25, right? And this guy is a basic figure, we'll say, and he's 10 times better. He's got all the articulation, and he's bigger. So I don't... You do the math. As far as articulation goes, since I boasted about it enough here, his head will look up and down a little bit, rotate side to side, tilt, all that good noise. His shoulders will go up and down. They won't go flat down, but they will go out. a little bit and then into the neutral position. They do rotate forward and back. He does have a elbow swivel, as well as a hinge, as I flash back to better times when stuff costs less. But he does have this nice single jointed elbow there that gets plenty of range. If I remember correctly, the original Origins Ram Man didn't have that good a range. He does have a swivel and a hinge in his weird fucking alien fingers. I mean, look at that. He's got triple digits. I honestly thought these were going to be the Slacker hands, but they're not, because Slacker's got little clawdads on his hands. So, curious if they'll reuse these. He does have a waist twist. Not the tightest thing, but if I shift the belt up, it stiffens it up, so it's whatever. Hips kick out, back down, forward and back a little bit. Very well hidden knee swivel and bend. He does have a calf cut there for his fuzzy leg. And then his ram feet do hinge forward and back and have a rocker. Ironically, since he is a little bit degenerate here, not that difficult to stand. I'm very pleasantly surprised by that. Means less headaches for me, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I like this figure. He's got a place on the back for one of his axes, probably the regular one here. Slip that back there. That was kind of stupid though, to be honest with you. But I like this figure quite a bit. Is he my favorite? I think Slacker still is, but of the mutants we got, I think he is my favorite. He's got a little earring there. He's got a biker gang now. He's got the ram horn sticking out. I don't know. I like the furry Ram Man. I wish he had fur on his arms though. Seems kind of weird that he doesn't. But yeah, whether you like his persona or not, I don't think there's any denying that you could at least get some good custom fodder out of this guy if, you know, the whole anthropomorphic Ram Man thing doesn't do it for you. But, you know, I've said on this channel many a times I like me some evil-looking goat men, and this figure's no exception to that. Maybe I'll have to do a top 10 list, top 10 Keko Damon goat men looking motherfuckers. That'd be hilarious, right? I haven't even done that top figures of 2023 video yet. When do you expect me to have time for that? So, with that being said, before I dig myself a deeper hole than I already have, doing that a lot lately, especially with these Turtles Greyskull videos, why don't we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Ram-Man, alongside the Turtle Brother who totally stole his costume, Raphael, my favorite of the Turtle Brothers, FYI, as well as the only other mutated master of the universe, He-Man, the most powerful mutant in the universe, FYI. I mean, just look at those Popeye arms. Either way, that was terrible. I really like these mutated masters characters, and I hope we get more. I know Merman and Mossman, thought there was one more, are on the way, but I'd really like to see a Webstore, a Clawful, Buzzoff, Whiplash, maybe a Manny Faces or something. I don't know. I'd like to see them go full bore with the mutant masters characters. I think that's really fun. And honestly, it was going to be the only thing I bought from this line until I got suckered into it because, well, quite frankly, my good buddy Evil Villain wouldn't shut up about it for like 2 months. So, with that being said, let's get these two out of here. And bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulas. And the infamous K11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone because he's not a 5.5 inch scale figure. But to his credit, Ram-Man is quite large and in charge compared to other figures in this line. So give him a little pat on the back for that. Doesn't always deserve it, but in this case he does. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and wrap things up with some final thoughts. overall, and whether you approve of good old Ram Man being a furry or not, I mean, let's face it, he's an anthropomorphic ram. Seriously. Why is He-Man not Battle Cat again? Either way, that aside, there's no denying that this is hands down one of the best Ram Man figures out there, rivaling both the classics and the Masterverse one, if you ask me. A, because he doesn't have those sucky ass condom legs that the Masterverse one has. I mean, seriously, what the hell was Mattel thinking when they put that shit on that figure? Completely ruined it for me, anyways. Especially since mine had a big old notch in it, and I've yet to replace it. And he also doesn't have the hefty price tag of the classics, which is the only other Ram Man, if you ask me anyways, that rivaled that Masterverse offering, which, again, has those cruddy condom legs. So the fact that this guy doesn't have any of that going for him, the only thing he has going against him is if you're not into his quote-unquote fursona, you're not going to like this figure. If that doesn't bother you, you're going to love this figure, because this figure is a lot of fun. That said, as I mentioned earlier, if you have the Masters of WW Eternia, Andre the Giant, and the recent-ish, we'll say, Earthquake figure from the WWF Superstars line that utilized Masters of the Universe Origins parts, you could kit bash an articulated Ram Man figure out of those for your Origins collection, which is pretty cool. If you were lucky enough to get that Andre the Giant, that is, because Mattel sucks, and that thing was distributed like ass. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.